everybody. How we doing today? Very good. Everybody just screamed in response. That's not a real word. All right. Everybody staying cool, yeah? Yeah, you know I am in this sweater. Totally my choice. All right. Is everybody excited for a story? Perfect. Shout out the name of your favorite story. Wow, okay, like 4 of you know how to read, apparently. And everybody just said Deadpool. There's no creativity here. All right. This one here, I think I heard it. This is a very popular story. Everybody requests it all the time. It's a beloved bedtime favorite, and it's mashed together with a very profitable licensing agreement. This story is Cinderpool. Very nice. All right, here we go. I'm indifferent towards you. Once upon a time, you know, it just doesn't feel right when I do that by myself. We should all say those magical words together. Ready? Wow, there was like no care in the world on that. Hey, once upon a time. That's so bad. I'm just gonna do it myself. Once upon a time, Cinderpool lived in a big mansion with his step professor and step mutants. The biggest of those step mutants, Colossus, was always making up silly rules around the house, like don't leave the window open while the air conditioner is on, and for the love of Feige, stop hanging your underwear from the ceiling fan. What is wrong with you? Have you no... Anyway, the other main step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, who has one fan here, that's great. She was always texting and rolling her eyes. She was so Gen Z. Oh. Both of these step mutants were very jealous of Cinderpool because Cinderpool had a much larger fan base. Yeah. Debatable? Yeah, I didn't ask you. One day, an expendable and non-union extra went running in front of the mansion screaming King Thanos was going to have the biggest battle of Phase 3. Yeah, and we all know that was the last good phase. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to the battle, but Colossus said,
"No, it is too dangerous, and you are not a good part of the team."
Then he rips apart Cinderpool's favorite costume, and Negasonic blasts it with her powers. It was so cool, so Gen Z, so on fleek, no cap, Sigma, Skibbity, Ohio. I don't know what any of that means. Cinderpool was distraught, vulnerable and exposed as he stumbled out onto the mansion grounds, weeping, desperately trying to get that Oscar. But then he looked up and saw, beginning to form, a magical golden sparkle circle. And out of that sparkle circle stepped his fairy hairy god mutant, Wolverina, who will, of course, be performed by a much better and more talented actor, me. Shut up, bub. It's the best I got. Oh, fairy god mutant Wolverina, I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my mean step mutants destroyed my costume. Stop whining. Go get yourself another one. A tight-fitting one. You look great in those. You're the best-looking person there is in all of them. Anyway, so Cinderpool ran to the wardrobe department, grabbed a new and freshly laundered costume, and headed to the big battle. He was late because he stopped for some chimichangas at 7-Eleven. That's right, but 7-Eleven doesn't sell chimichangas anymore, so he had to go to 3 other gas stations. Anyway, when he got there, the Avengers were winning. Captain America looked so good in those pants. Cinderpool looked for his fairy god mutant Wolverine, but Disney hadn't paid for the rights to him yet. Then he surveyed the battlefield and saw, on the stairs of the alien ship, a single glove. He went over and picked that glove up. It was beautiful, gold, encrusted with colorful jewels. There were 6 of them, not that that's important. He said, I wonder who this fits, and put it on. Yes. After some buzzing, whirring, and clicking, it was a perfect fit. Then all the Avengers start screaming. You hear Tony Stark over there just going, no, take that thing off. I want the sacrificial moment. I don't want to be Tony Stark anymore. If I come back, I'll be doomed. Doomed. Half of you are clapping and don't get the joke. It's fine. But then all the Avengers together screamed, do not snap. And you know what Cinderpool does? Cinderpool snapped. Both physically and mentally, he does it all the time. Just keeps going too. People are disappearing, reappearing, their dogs falling out of the sky. Everybody's crying. Tony said, I love you like 3,000 times. But eventually Cinderpool stopped. Everybody was back. And Cinderpool was the hero who'd saved the universe. But then, all the Avengers tackle Cinderpool to the ground, rip the glove right off of his hand, blah, blah, blah. Years later, they remake the film. Tony Stark's head gets AI'd right onto my beautiful body, so he gets all the recognition, and it goes on to become the most profitable film in the Feige universe, the FCU. But it's okay, because Cinderpool went on to start his own film franchise, which will break box office records. And then they had to invite Cinderpool back to the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true story of the Endgame. Did that start as a Cinderella riff? It's fine, we all enjoyed the journey. Thank you all so much. You were a wonderful crowd. The first one of the day, which automatically makes you the best. All right, thank you all. Bye now.